Hey, let me ask you something real quick. If your car disappeared tomorrow, like gone, would your world actually fall apart? Or would you just be slightly annoyed for a couple of days and move on? Yeah, I know, nobody wants to think about this, but today, we're about to blow your mind. You see, that monthly car payment you barely notice, it's quietly stealing your freedom. Not just your money, no, it's stealing your time, your options, and your future. And I'm not talking about some vague financial freedom talk. Nope. I'm going to show you exactly why that car payment isn't just expensive, it's financially violent. Stick with me to the end, because after this, you won't be able to unsee it. Trust me, you'll wish you watched this years ago. This is why your car payment isn't just expensive, it's a trap. Quick cuts of people stressed out in traffic, checking bills and crying over car repairs. So let's be real for a second. Here's the deal. Right now, the average car payment in the US is hovering around $730 for a new car. That's just the car payment. But when you add in things like insurance, maintenance, registration, and let's not forget depreciation, the total cost of owning a car, it's way higher. You're looking at anywhere from $11,000 to $15,000 a year for a car. Let that sink in. Now, imagine if you took that same money, $600 a month for example, and invested it instead. Even at a boring average stock market return, you'd be stacking up the kind of wealth most people dream about. Let me break it down. $600 a month invested for just 10 years at a modest 7% return, that's over $100,000. And that's just the start, showing how $600 invested turns into over $100,000 in 10 years. Host excitedly. And guess what? That's not even the crazy part. The crazy part is your car isn't just costing you money today, it's costing you your future freedom. That's right, every dollar that goes to your car today is $1 that can't work for you tomorrow. The car payment trap. All right, imagine this. Two people, same age, same salary. Person A buys a reasonable $45,000 car, signs a 5-year loan with a shiny new $600 monthly payment. Person B drives a boring, paid-off sedan. Same income. Same age. Fast forward 5 years, person A is still making that payment, still stressed, still wondering why they can't get ahead in life. Person B, on the other hand, they've got no car payment, an extra $7,200 a year in their pocket, and that money, it's compounding and growing without them even trying.
Same salary, different choices.
See what happened there? Person A is still locked in that car payment prison, and person B is living the dream. Peace, flexibility, and options. But let's dive deeper. You ready for the worst part? The part no one talks about?
The silent lifestyle trap.
A person sitting at their desk, frustrated as their car payment goes through.
Fact number 2. Your car payment locks you into a life you don't even like. Ever hear someone say, "I'd leave my job, but I have bills"? Well, guess what? A big chunk of those bills isn't even rent. It's that huge, inflexible car payment sitting there like a ticking bomb. It's the reason people can't take risks. It's the reason they don't jump on new opportunities, and it's the reason they stay stuck in jobs they hate. And when your expenses are high, freedom becomes expensive.
Golden handcuffs. The car payment trap.
Think of your car payment like these golden handcuffs. Pretty, right? But they're still handcuffs. You're stuck. And for what? For comfort? For validation? Yeah, it's a trap, and it's costing you way more than you think. Fact number 3. The car payment doesn't just cost you up front. It triggers a cascade of rich-looking expenses. Bigger car payment, higher insurance, higher maintenance, more stress, more pressure to keep up with the Joneses. It's a cycle. Once you start driving something nice, your standards change. Suddenly, cheap feels embarrassing. Simple feels temporary. Downgrading feels like failure. But here's the cold, hard truth. Wealthy people don't buy cars, they buy transportation. Wealthy people don't buy cars.
They buy transportation. This is what rich people drive. No fancy rims, no flashy badges. Why? Because they don't need to impress anyone. They buy transportation, not validation. Fact number 4. Low monthly payments? They're a financial magic trick. Dealerships don't ask, how much is this car? They ask, what monthly payment can you handle? Why? Because once they control the monthly number, they control everything. Term length, interest rate, total cost. You think you're getting a deal, but in reality, you're just stretching out the pain. And here's the kicker. Stretching the loan doesn't lower the cost, it just hides the pain. You think you're paying $450 a month, but you're stuck for 84 months with the same payment that could have been $600 a month for only 48 months. Fact number 5. Your car payment kills your investing momentum. If you can't invest, you can't grow your wealth. Simple as that. When your first $600 goes to your car, that's money that could have been compounding in an index fund, but instead you're stuck with a liability that costs you momentum. Investing is like pushing a boulder uphill. At first, it feels like nothing is happening, but the longer you stay consistent, the more that boulder starts rolling. Your car payment is like a reset button on that boulder every month. Here's how rich people think. What problem am I solving? And here's how broke people think. What car do I want? So here's the million-dollar question. If a car payment can do all of this damage, what do you think your other everyday payments are doing behind the scenes? In the next video, we're breaking down the other everyday payments that keep people broke, even when they're making good money. Want to escape this trap? Watch the next video now. If this hit home, drop a paid off in the comments. Let's start a movement of people who are done playing the loud money game. And if you want to learn the next steps, click the video on your screen now, and let's change your financial future together.